You told me I am a turd. You are a turd. My favoriteest turd in the world. Tara, she is. She ordered the fucking sunflower Christmas. She's always ordering something up to no good. All the time. No, I'm not saying nothing bad. I'm just saying she's always being sneaky. She said, yep, all of it. Tree, lights, and flowers.
Hey, we got enough
Tara
room.
just says, wait, what? I didn't know about that one. Hey, yeah, let me show you. Hold on. Let me see your phone.
We got enough room for 2 trees in our house. And I told her we had one, so now we got 2 trees. We're going to be bougie.
He says we're going to be bougie, y'all. All right, y'all, we're going to talk about Rodney. Because it's already been posted on Facebook.
Oh.
The trolls found out.
How did they find out?
It's public information once Facebook or once the DeRidder Police Department puts it up.
So they're literally on a daily stalking the page.
Of course they are. I'm going to show it to you guys put together.
Oh, and that other round thing was for our eating area. She thinks
that's the tree put together.
So now I gotta try to match it.
The tree.
A wreath.
The lighted wreath.
For the table. And the sunflowers.
And the sunflowers. All right, so I'm just going to tell y'all what I know. Whether or not there's facts to this. Whether or not there's not. Okay. So today is what? Today's Saturday? Mm-hmm. Thursday. You did, Patty. It's going to be beautiful, Sharon. Mama. It's going to be beautiful. So,
put it together, make it look
Thursday at 4 o'clock. Rodney got a ride to work. Caleb took him to work. Thursday at 4:05, Caleb comes back. Time goes by. I'm doing my lives like we normally do. I ended my last live Thursday night. And I get a phone call. I answer the phone. And they said, is this Miss Wilson? I said, this is Officer so-and-so with the DeRidder Police Department.
She knows I'm at home.
We have, son of a pumpkin patch. We have Rodney Horn arrested. I said, do what? Just like that. I said, do what? He goes, we have Rodney Horn arrested. I said, Rodney Horn as in Rodney Charles Horn. Birthday 4/22/71. He said, yes, ma'am. I said, for what? He said, peace disturbance and public intoxication. I said, okay, thank you. Hung up the phone. I come outside. Told Daniel. Now, I'm going to stop right there. Because just last weekend, he quit his job. He got pissed off because he was working all these hours for $7.75 an hour. And all of a sudden, he comes home, walks straight inside the house. Daniel and Shaylin's like, hey, what's up? Why are you here? What's going on? No response. He walks into the bathroom, still not acknowledging anyone. So I walk up in the bathroom. Y'all, it don't faze me. I give no fucks. I said, what's wrong? Nothing. I said, Rodney, what's wrong? I'm done. And he starts crying. I said, done with what? He said, I'm worth more. I'm worth more than $7 an hour. Then it clicked. Oh, your pay. Okay. I said, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Shaylin tells us that night He's acting like he's been drinking, Mom. He probably has been. So now he had a meeting on Monday with his supervisor, with his boss. They let him come back. They was giving him a pay raise. He walks out again yesterday. So I told Daniel, or Thursday, I told Daniel, I was like, that makes me wonder, did he even actually truly get his job back? Or is he just blowing smoke up our ass and leaving, walking around town doing God knows what? Yeah, that's all he was making, $7.75, Rosie. I said, doing only God knows what to play it off like he was working. You know what I'm saying? Because he's shady like that. So I called his employer and told him who I was. And she confirmed he was there at work. And all of a sudden, about 4:30ish, the second dishwasher came in and said, "Hey, Rodney's not here." She said, "We've been trying to call him, text him." I said, "Well, he doesn't have minutes on his phone." I said, "He uses the text now." I said, "So if he's not connected to Wi-Fi, he ain't going to get signal." And she goes, "Oh, okay. Well, thank you for letting us know." I said, "Well, you're welcome." So she wrote it all down into that phone call. Told the kids kind of got upset. Not really. Then Rodney called me yesterday. Rodney proceeds to tell me that they dropped the public intoxication charge. Minimum wage here is $7.75 an hour. Or is it $7.25?
$7.75.
But Rodney told me that they dropped the public intoxication charge and they only got him for peace disturbance. I said, "What the fuck have you been doing? Like, what was you out doing?" He goes, "I don't know. Nothing, I guess, but walking home." Y'all, literally, ask Tara. He works less than a half a mile from the house. Literally less than a half a mile. So
Tell him what I said afterwards about sitting in the parking lot about the same time he would have been walking around.
if he left work around 4:30 and they picked him up at 7:30, what the fuck was he doing for 3 hours? Sonia says, "Was he abusing aliens?" Probably. But I asked him, I said, "What was you out doing?" He goes, "I don't know." He goes, "I guess just staggering." I'm sorry, they ain't going to give you a peace disturbance charge just for staggering. At least I wouldn't think so. Tara, your guess is as good as mine. Well, now, same situation. It was Thursday. Remember when I was working on the cup when I was live and we had to leave the cup, go pick Daniel. We stopped at the store and got the syringe. Do y'all remember that live? When I picked Daniel up, and Daniel said that was weird. I've never had that happen before. And I said, "What?" And he said that an officer stopped him to see if he needed a ride or to see if he was okay. That was in the same time frame that Rodney was out doing whatever the hell Rodney was out doing. And where Daniel gets picked up at is less than a block from where Rodney works. So did they stop to talk to Daniel thinking Daniel was the one out causing the scene? But anyway. I'm making sure there's ears aren't around. I told Daniel, And I'm telling all 9 of you that's on here. Yeah, it's literally right next door to where Rodney works at. I'm telling all 9 of you that's on here. And I've already told Daniel, I'm not bonding him out of jail. He's not my problem. Not doing it. But I also told the kids, I said, here's something else we got to sit back and think. Daniel's still out on bond. Daniel still has bond stipulations. If Rodney makes bond, I don't foresee them allowing them to live together. You know what I'm saying? 2 people on bond. I don't see how that's going to work out. So then Rodney proceeds to tell me yesterday on the phone that they was talking, he won't be able to see the judge until Tuesday. And it's either going to be for a bond hearing or it's going to be for time served. Does anybody want to tell me why today when it was yesterday. When I went on a cleaning spree, not really a cleaning spree, I was going through closets, getting out empty hangers, picking up dirty clothes, gathering up all my laundry to get it done. I found an empty bottle of vodka in my daughter's closet in his dirty clothes. So this entire time, he has been drinking behind our backs. Now, he calls me today. Proceeds to tell me that people are telling him that his bond's gonna be about $2,000. I told him, I ain't got the money. I don't have the money. Then he says, well, if you find any more alcohol in my closet, just throw it away. I'm done with it. I don't want no more of it. Motherfucker, there shouldn't be no alcohol in that closet anyway, considering you share a closet with a 16-year-old little girl. The fuck? So this is the things we get, So that's the whole, he doesn't see the judge until Tuesday. But it's like I told Daniel, and I told you all, he's not my responsibility. He's a grown-ass man. Exactly, Tara. Exactly, Jennifer. Exactly, Sharon. I'm done. I can't keep holding his hand. Literally, y'all, 17 years of my life. And I'm saying this with Daniel sitting right here in front of me. 17 years of my life has literally been spent holding this man's hand and guiding him through life on his own. He has never, ever, in 17 years that I've known this man, to have his own place. Ever. So that's what I was talking about today when my live-in maid isn't here. And I wasn't going to say nothing about it on a live. I said we do a subscriber live. but MD and them's already gotten word of it because I guess the Ritter posted it on their Facebook page or something. He better get a better paying job. Tara, look. Y'all, for those who don't know, Tara's husband, Sammy, is the one who actually helped Daniel get on with his job where he's at. Tell me why Rodney got jealous and pissed off because Sammy got Daniel a job but not him. Am I lying?
No.
Mama, because when you get arrested, they post it on Facebook. The police department does.
At least this town does.
Yeah, or at least in here, this town does.
Well, he was even more pissed off that he brought me and Caleb an application, not him.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, Rosie. Sonia, no, because, and here's why he can't even do that. Because the 85-year-old man that he lived with back in Missouri, now, this 85-year-old man, granted, he was 85. Okay, he was wheelchair bound there for a while. But he was a mouthy little fucker. He was. But again, Rodney would drink. Rodney was out doing drugs. And I don't know what happened between them. But story is that Rodney pushed the man in his chair and he tumbled out of his chair. He almost tumbled out of his chair. The old man called the cops, got him for elderly abuse. Got him for elderly abuse. But then later on dropped the charges. That's when he became homeless and the shelter paid for him to come here to South Carolina or come to South Carolina. So even though the charges are dropped, I don't know if it blacklisted him. But again, not my problem. You know, it's like you do stupid shit, you got to pay the crime, whether you wonder why your life is hell. Sonia, I told him that. I told him, it wouldn't hurt to apply because where I work at, they need laundry workers, they need housekeepers. Y'all, we have two female housekeepers. The rest is males. They hire more men housekeepers than they do females.
Females are strictly more reserved for caring.
No, they do the females for laundry and caretaker, the CNAs.
That's what I'm saying. So.
And two of our laundry girls went to the CNA program, so we lost 2 laundry workers. Exactly, Joanna. Exactly. Exactly, Rosie's like, when do you let the chains go? I get it. I get it. Mama, you're exactly right. She said, there's a reason you found D. It's a thing for Rodney, I think, since D is so good, he feels inadequate. But that doesn't mean he can do this. Tara, they really didn't have much to say. They don't expect anything different from him. You know what I mean? Like they're used to him being in and out of jail. Y'all, like the night, literally, I shit you not, the night Daniel got arrested, Caleb's out here, standing in the carport, crying to the cops, please don't take my daddy. I want my daddy back. Bring my daddy back. It wasn't bring my dad. It wasn't bring Daniel. It was bring my daddy back. Caleb, 17 years old, crying out here. When I told him Rodney got arrested, he just rolled his eyes, shook his head. Oh, Rose, that's how Rodney is. Rodney is 52 years old. 52.
Uh-uh.
It's on my tablet again.
He just said he's gonna bring it right
That's what I'm
back.
saying. You fucking
What do you need it for?
He probably just looked something up. He's on the phone with his friend. He probably just looked something up real quick.
Bruh.
You're on the TV anyway.
I don't care. He doesn't need my tablet. It's mine. Not his.
He can borrow it for a second. Yeah, they're fine. They're arguing over a tablet. Let's see what I miss. But anyway, that's what I was saying. Is Rodney's 52 years old, y'all. He's addicted to kratom. Okay, everybody has their own little thing in life that they're addicted to. I get it. Kratom is legal. Okay, it is what it is.
Barely legal.
Yeah, barely, but it's still legal. But here's my kicker. If he ain't got the money, he'll ask me, do you have $6 I can borrow? Like if he knows I'm invoicing, he will hit me up the moment he finds out I'm invoicing. Well, do you have $6 I can borrow? Rodney, they haven't even paid yet. He'll wait about an hour. Has anyone paid? You got $6 I can borrow? You got $6 I can borrow? It's like he's very persistent. And I told him, I said, you have got to stop. You doing this shit is where Caleb keeps on hounding me and hounding me because he sees you doing it. Granted, Caleb's always done it, but because Rodney has always done it. Even when I wasn't with, like, even though I'm not with him now, but even when before he lived with us, he was constantly, hey, text me. You got $20 I can borrow? Hey, you got this I can borrow? Hey, you got this? It's like, dude, give it a fucking break. What's kratom? Kratom is... That was out there. Was inside. Kratom is...
Like a plant.
It's plant-based, if you get what I'm saying. But they also have it in pill form. It's very, very similar to pain meds. It's used for anxiety, pain, energy to help you sleep. They have different forms. Tara, if you go to Sun House number 9, that's all that they really carry is kratom. Sun House number 9, also known as Exxon, going out towards Leesville there on the left, the very last gas station before you hit Rose Pine, on the left, with the bars on the window. Yeah.
That's something I've never. Well, no, I think I tried it once. Didn't I try it once?
If you did, I didn't know about it.
Not with him. I'm talking about before that. I thought we tried that whenever I was looking for energy for Merrimack Group.
No, they didn't have kratom out then. Exactly, Sharon. Yo, and it's like he got paid $7.75 an hour. Okay. And so back before we moved here, he always gave me $500 every 2 weeks. I'm gonna put it all out there. And that's how we paid the car payment. Not that big of a deal. He got here, got a job, making half of what he made. And so I told him, I said, you know what? I said, since you don't make a whole lot, literally every 2 weeks, his check was maybe $350. Shit you not. Maybe $350 after they took out taxes. I said, since you're not making a whole lot, don't worry about paying any bills. If the kids need something, buy the kids stuff. If you're here with the kids and they want to go to the grocery store, take them to the grocery store. If they need, Shay needs pads, make sure she has pads. The little things, that adds up. Don't worry about the rent. Daniel and I's got the rent. We got the electric. We got the internet. We got our phones. We got the card payment. We got everything under control. You just worry about you and the kids. You know, if Elijah needs a new binder, which is what I'm supposed to get, I got to get tomorrow before school starts, then you focus on that. Tell me why he gives the kids $20 a piece every 2 weeks, and then he's broken a day and a half later. Yeah, he does. He had it fucking made for him. Literally, he didn't have to pay anything. Jennifer, you're exactly right. Josephine, exactly between the alcohol. What? Are you out? Oh. Between the alcohol and the kratom.
We found, like I said, we found a spot here that was cheaper than he was getting in South Carolina for the kratom.
Yeah, he didn't have to pay for food, Sharon. The only time he had to pay for food is when if it was something different, like or something special he actually wanted. Because y'all know, y'all hear him how he bitches about the food that we cook, or about the meats, or about this, or about that, or the other. So now, because he wanted to be a fucking dick face and go do what he did to get himself arrested, I have to be an hour late for work in the mornings, Monday through Friday.
Of course, he's using it for music. He's not gonna have that all night. I need batteries for the remote.
AAA, AA, what?
AAA.
We don't have no AAA batteries.
I can't watch TV then.
Both the remotes are dead?
What?
Both the remotes are dead?
I don't know the other remote. I only know one remote.
Oh, so you guys have lost one already.
Yes. Yes.
Just can't fuck that. The biggest habit is play music.
I'll go get it here in a minute.
No, don't. I don't want you with that tonight.
You go ask for my televac, because I know for a fact he's gonna tell me no.
I just said I'll go get it here in a minute. I've spoken right now. When I finish my live, I'll go get him.
What's that?
In this case, maybe not for another hour. You keep having that attitude with me.
Please go out. Oh my god, Mom, please.
I am spoken right now.
Can you get down your cigarette, can you?
I told you I would, but if you keep having your attitude, I won't.
You said after one.
No, I said this right after my live, we keep the attitude going.
You need to get some bats.
Easy to make your nice before.
You would think he would straighten his shit up, but and then he wants to tell me, oh yeah, by the way, there's $20 in the closet in my coat pocket. What's that going to do for you? Oh, here, let me go get that $20 and go to Family Dollar and buy some batteries for your kids so you can watch TV.
Or buy him
Exactly, Tara.
binder.
Yeah, or buy the binder. I don't get it either, Sharon. He has no cares. Yeah, Tara, and then get this shit. He put the bed together and he sends me a message when I'm at work. He goes, I put that bed together and it's actually not that bad. But you want to show your ass that day on the fucking live, right? So for those who just see his good side, this is a side y'all don't see. Or his paranoia, or his off the wall talking. Yeah, it's all fun and games and we laugh about it, but ultimately at the end of the day, it's fucking annoying as fuck. This whole ordeal, him being here, is only supposed to last 2 to 3 days, and he was supposed to go into a shelter. But someone, won't mention Daniel's name or anything.
I'm gonna tell you that I said in the mental state that he's in, he'd be right back where he started. Doesn't mean that now his mental state wasn't different.
So I felt bad for him. And so I said, okay, well, he could stay, for a little while.
I have a fucking heart. What can I say?
Here we are 2 years later.
And the kids too. You can't blame that all on me.
No, I know.
Shay was one of those that,
Mm-hmm.
oh, we can't let him go back up. This is just gonna end up home to you.
He does have a heart, y'all. He does. But he also didn't know him like I do.
And I didn't fear he'd take advantage of it.
Rodney's one of those, you give him an inch, he takes a mile. Granted, I can't honestly say Rodney is one of those that if he ever borrows money from someone, that's the first thing he does is pay that money back. Sonia, I'll tell you this much. There's only 2 that wants him here. Well, Caleb's probably wanting him here now.
Only because he's not.
But the only reason why he was here is for Shay and Elijah. They were the only 2 things stopping me from making him go. Do y'all realize, let this one sink in. In the 7 years that Daniel and I have been married, we've only had our house to ourselves maybe 2 years.
Yeah.
I see you peeking through the door.
Guys, Monday is Adam Sandler Day, and I'm wearing sweatpants and a hoodie. I'm taking that to my advantage. I'm gonna face the reality. It's the only time I'll be able to get out of my school clothes.
So they let you get out of your school clothes then.
The school uniform, you mean you're not getting out of school clothes. You're getting out
Yeah.
of the uniform. Sharon says, hey, boo.
Sure.
What are you chasing her for?
Because she's got a freaking nutty bar. The same reason I went like this. Yeah, I'll save
It's
you.
mine, bro. If it's not on the thing, then I'm killing you. I'm coming down here.
Hey,
Watch your mouth.
I mean, beating you up.
Watch your mouth.
still.
I'm a.
It is.
You better shove that thing in your mouth.
Shaylin.
Y'all can't see him over there. Watch him. I can't turn y'all back around now. There you go.
2, 3.
New topic, y'all, while they're out here.
Yeah.
New topic.
Ready? Set, go.
Had some to begin with.
That is true. Speaking of rose gold, let me see your phone, Shay.
Can't breathe.
Yeah,
No, other way.
other way. No, other way, Shay. Ever since me and Rodney split, I've never talked bad about Rodney in front of them.
Kennedy talked that.
Yeah.
Before you did.
They can't see in the grass.
Yeah, they can't see in the grass. They might step in some non-personnel landmines.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying.
All right, get your shoelace.
She is a beautiful girl, but her
Oh.
personality sometimes makes her the ugliest girl. What shoe did you take that shoelace out of?
Mine.
Your tennis shoe or your boot?
Tennis shoe.
Okay.
Bro, stop. Ow.
Can't tie it super tight, bud.
Let me give you heartburn. Heartburn.
He's putting a bow in. At least he's not tying a knot. Now you got to alternate legs together.
Ready, set, go.
We're holding on to each other.
Yeah.
Ready, set, go.
Hey,